Bruce, did you get a sense that your team had some extra energy going into this one?
I thought yesterday was a good practice, especially defensively. We stopped, all the scouts team stuff, and which we haven't done every day. And I thought that was I didn't obviously think we would shoot 59%, 50 from three. They're one of the best. I mean, their defensive numbers are, scary, to be honest, as an opponent. But I thought if we guarded the heck out of them, it would give us a chance. And I thought we really defended well. I was worried about their physicality. I worried about the big guys. We get foul trouble right away. And give credit to all three of our freshmen and David Sloan. They were very, very good, helped us, defended. Monte doesn't get a lot, but he defended. He had to play a lot of minutes. And then, Carty was really good. Xavier has good day, but, DaJuan spark. Last year, I actually talked to Stan Weber before the game, and we talked about last year. Barry's good, but Mike McGurl had the game, the special game, and other people have done it against us, but tonight it was, one of the other guys, obviously DaJuan, really stepped up and gave us a nice spark, and we played off of that.
Cartier today filled up the stat sheet, good and bad, in just about every single way possible. Is that just an example of what he can do in games?
Cartier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously much more efficient the last few games, shooting the basketball, taking care of it. The turnovers, it's just, he can't get casual. And we talked, I liked that we had the big lead. I thought we won the first 4 minutes in the second half. We kept it going. And then you knew they were going to make a push at us. And, but we just very casual on some of those passes. And I was worried about out of bounds, getting it in. And even whether, and they fought for things. We didn't step off. Carty was a little casual with the passes. And those were some of the turnovers that where he went to 7. But, David, 5 assists, 1 turnover. Carty, really, really good number. I mean, you would talk about the shooting, and Xavier, a solid day for us. And then, just Antonio, he struggles at time and he makes some bad decisions, but man, that was a big 3, kind of stopped their momentum in the corner. And then him and DaJuan and Antonio might have the best fast break of the year. And it's what you taught, it's almost like a clinic, boom, boom, back and forth, boom, we get a dunk. And we haven't had a lot of those. I thought one of the keys was points off of turnovers. We turned them over and got 28 points and actually won the points in the paint. The ball screens, David and Cartier both did a good job of reading the ball screen and getting downhill. Sometimes they kicked it to the corners and guys jumped up, made some shots, and other times we got right to the basket. So I thought I wanted to keep them out of rhythm. We changed defenses first half quite a bit. They were a little smoother in front of their bench the second half, but I thought overall we kept them out of rhythm. Never really that one run they cut it to 6. We had just missed. I think Xavier missed the front of it, a bonus. And you know what? At the timeout, I just said, guys, we've been here, and what are we going to do? And I said, we have more points than them. If we stop them, we will win the game. And I think we had 3-4 shutouts in a row, and they went down and fouled, and we had a couple of plays that got it back double digits, and we were able to coast to a win.
Coach, you inserted David into the starting lineup today, and then he plays 35 minutes. What did that mean for the team? What did he bring?
Well, hopefully some confidence. I think the thing we've been begging from him, just give us a better effort on the defensive end every day. Give us just doing something. He has 4 steals. DaJuan has, I think, 4 steals also. Those little plays. David, we thought guard rebounding would be really important. Carty gets 6. Even, David comes back and gets a couple. DaJuan with 3, because of their physicality. But, happy for him that, we've been on him since and it hurt him not to be able to play all summer. It put him behind habit-wise, some of the stuff. But, I called him the other night after the game, and I want to help you. Tell me. If you don't like me, tell me. I don't care. Just tell me something. And because we need them. We need everybody to play well.
As Hugs after the game, just what he thought K-State was able to do against them defensively, and he said whatever they wanted. Did it seem like things were coming pretty easy for you offensively tonight? I know it had kind of been a struggle. You have season high in points and season high in field goals.
I thought one of the things, and I've said this to you guys before, we don't make very good basketball plays, and like the fast break with Antonio, we haven't done that's Antonio and DaJuan in the little two-man game, drop down dunk. Those are basketball plays. Those aren't scripted. They just happen. And I thought we were able to get some of those. And then when we got a little stagnant, I was still able to run a couple plays. We had the one, I think David hit Levi for a layup. We got Mac for a layup. Cardi got him for a layup. And those were scripted plays. The whole thing is, and I've said this to you guys, if I have to script every possession, it's hard on me. It's hard on our team. And we finally made some basketball plays, and it helps. Obviously, DaJuan jumps up, makes some of those threes. Cardi makes, a three. All that stuff definitely helps.
DaJuan, how much of a lift do you feel like you gave the team over the last 13:30 of the first half?
I just feel like I just gave him my all. Just willing to down the court if I had to. Just giving him my all every time I step on.
David, what does a win like this mean for the team? Just kind of getting that monkey off your back and finally getting a Big 12 win.
It definitely feels good. Just shows that we can basically play with anybody in the league, and we just got to bring it every game.
Did starting today, did that change your mindset at all, kind of with how you played today?
It definitely gave me some confidence, but I just wanted to do what I had to do while I was in and play my role and help other people score.
50% free throw shooter for his career, and he was 5 for 6. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Bruce, in general, for the team, just breaking through with a win like this, how much can that do just for confidence?
It's huge. It keeps their head above water. Hopefully a little confidence builder for them. But the whole thing, and I talked about this on the radio. Jordy Nelson came and talked to us in the fall, and he talked about when is your moment. When you get that opportunity, are you going to take your team to another level? Are you going to take your game? And we also showed a video of Drew Brees talking to Purdue team, about a month or so ago, and he talked about there's always one point in the season where you can go one way or another. Now, is this the point? I don't know. Obviously, it feels a lot better than the other night, and so. We'll see what we do, and it doesn't get any easier. Obviously, you got 2 road games, and you're at Kansas, but we feel good tonight, get to enjoy it, and now the preparation is so important on tomorrow for Tuesday night's game. They got to be ready. We had guys play 38, 35, 30, 31. We're not going to get much done tomorrow, but they got to be mentally cut in and stay focused, and also take care of themselves tonight.
When they went on that 23 run in the second half and cut it down to 6, kind of what was going through your minds at that point, and then what did you guys do differently down the stretch? Because you guys have lost so many kind of close, excruciating games this year.
I think when they was going on a run, we knew they was going to go on a run, but I think what we did differently was handle their pressure and then slow it down and get into the offense and make easy plays.
I think we just thought about all the other games that we played. Most of our games was like that. When we got down to it, we coughed the ball up or made a bad play, but I think we just slowed down. We knew they was going to run and jump, so David had everybody move. That way he could see the run and jump and just play smart basketball.
Bruce, as a follow-up to that, do you think that was good for the team to have to make those kind of plays, or would you prefer to have won by 24 or something?
I'd love to sit back and relax, but it's a good, we were able to get over the hump, and that's what everybody says, get over the hump, coach. Well, we got over the hump. We cut it to 6. At the timeout, I said, guys, we got to get stops, and we'll let the other stuff happen. I think then we kind of broke their spirit because you get 3-4 stops in a row, and then they did, Hugs was bad at them. They fouled a couple times, put us a free throw line. We made the free throws, got it back to, and then we made some nice plays. We had some good reads and easy baskets, and, that it definitely helped us. There's no doubt.
Coach, obviously Mac fouls out in 10 minutes, but his energy to the naked eye appeared
The
way
best it's
different.
been in a while. And I told him after, he's just got, he keeps fouling 93 feet from the basket. The jump balls, he's done it 3 times. I was just happy. At one point, I think we only had 6 rebounds and he had 5. So, and the other games he's had nothing. He just played like he knew what he was supposed to do and had some energy, and there's no doubt that'll help us, if he can continue to do that.
And you already kind of referenced the free throws, but I think you had Cartier the next hit back-to-back front ends to put you back up 10. That had been an issue like at Oklahoma in the past. How big were those shots?
We've been there. I mean, Pittsburgh, you can go back to, Marquette, whatever. We haven't made the free throws, and got check time. We made those, and those are spirit breakers. So now, I always say we gave them easy ones. That's why they got back into the game. We turned it over, layups, breakdowns, fouls, whatever. But then we came back. We took the easy ones. We made the free throws. We had some nice passes, got some easy buckets. So that it makes it easier on offense. Cardi makes a big 3. Somebody else, I think Antonio made a big 3, but we got a lot of easy ones, and that's why we shot 59%.
Cardi plays 38 minutes. How comfortable are you playing him that amount of time?
Well, without Mike, it's tough. And you got David, with 35. So, you don't have a lot of choice but to do it. We got him out in the second. He got a little casual, not only the passing but on defense. He has a tendency, and even in the past, we've talked as a staff, when Cardi makes a mistake, sometimes the best thing is just take him out, let him sit and, mentally recover, because he can compound his mistakes at times, and and that's part of growing up as a player.
Having David and Cardi in the lineup at the same time, does that definitely give you an advantage especially against the pressure team like
Yeah,
West
definitely
Virginia?
with that. And one of the things, we have to make plays for each other. And, we turned it over too many times, 16. It would have been, if we could have kept that around 10 or 11, obviously gives you a chance, especially on the road. And especially the way we turn teams over, that allows us to, get a nice advantage in something. But, between them, David 5-1, Cardi 4 assists, obviously to turn over some of those out of bounds, some casual. DaJuan's got 2-0. That he had the nice pass. I talked about 2 nice passes, Antonio for dunks. And those are big plays, that it makes it easy on the coaches when they make basketball plays.
David, how much were you able to affect tempo with your ball handling and court vision?
Just like as DaJuan said, while they was trying to press, trying to move everybody else out the way so I can bring it up and have the dude attempt to pressure me. But just having poise and being patient and letting the offense come.
Yeah, I was just going to ask DaJuan.
DaJuan, they have a question for you. I can get up. Cardi can come. You can come up, Cardi.
What kind of impact do you feel like you were able to make on the big stage tonight, top 25 team?
I think as long as I come and play with some energy and be willing to play defense, that I can make a big impact, and that offense will come. If it's not my night, then it's not my night. As long as we win, that's all that matters.
How did you feel like things started slow after you hit the first couple threes?
I felt like it lightened up the room. The room got a lot of energy, and the guys just kept hitting me and gave me the ball, and we got things done.
What are your thoughts on playing in Lawrence for the first time?
Just be ready to fight.
Cardi, doubt a lot of people expected you guys to come out and score 84 today. Why was the offense so effective?
Feel like we got a good amount of transition points. West V pressured us a lot, so we just adjusted and made the right reads. Also, I feel like, just going back, I sent a couple text messages out in our group chat, and I let guys know what they should for instance, what we should be scoring. I feel like we have a really good scoring team, and that we should be averaging 80 points a game. And today we did that, and I think that everybody kind of held up their side of the numbers I told everybody that they should have, and that's why we came out with a dub.
And I also want to know, when you look at your own stat line, see 25, 6, and 4, but then also 7 turnovers. What do you take away most from a day like that?
Oh, definitely the turnovers. Definitely can't have that many. I never want to have more turnovers than I have assists. Maybe I really just probably have one. Maybe I want one or something like that. I don't know if it's 0, but definitely the turnovers. And those led to some points for them. And that's that we should have won by 30 or more. But they made their run because of those turnovers that I had made. So that's what I got to learn from next game. And knowing that KU, I feel is. Everybody knows that they're a really good team and great at capitalizing that second chance points, and we can't allow that to happen, and I can't allow that to happen for my team and put us down like that. So going into a hostile environment, we got to be ready and ready to do something that hasn't been done in a lot of years.
Yeah, Cardi, when you go through a stretch where the turnovers did happen in the second half, how tough is it to stay as aggressive as you then were shooting the ball down the stretch?
I don't think it's tough. I mean, Coach always says he'd rather you shoot a horse shot than turn the ball over and get them a layup. So I think it didn't take away from my aggression. It's just I think just me calming down and seeing how I could have made a better pass or who else I could have seen or stuff like that. And I mean, after those, I would say I had about like 3 in a row on the inbounds plays when they got I think layups, fouls or whatever. Then we got it in. We scored some because they brought it within 9, and they were down 20-something. So it was 6 or something. So it was 4. Yeah, actually it was 60. I think like 50, 56, 60, and they brought it within 4. But then we extended the lead back out, and that was just the poise right there. Usually, in prior games we kind of folded and didn't finish the game, but we did today, and now we got to win in the winning column. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, Cardi, as someone who's played in Allen Fieldhouse, what will you tell guys like DaJuan and David who haven't been there before about what to expect?
Well, I've been there. I only played 1 game, missed out on 2, but definitely seen my first year and my first time playing. It was really close game. It came down to the last second. So it's just we definitely are capable to beat them. I believe so, but it's tough. Their crowd is different. You probably can't hear plays, so my young guys and everybody need to understand that there's going to be a lot of signs, and we got to be able to read that and execute and still finish the game. So hopefully, I would definitely want a blowout game, but most likely it's going to be close. So we got to be ready to execute and make plays and get stops, and that's the most important thing.
Cardi, you mentioned Tuesday. How important was this a stepping stone win for that Tuesday game?
Oh, for sure. One is a top 25 team coming into our building, being known as one of the best defensive teams in the nation, and I felt like, we showed them that we played probably just as good defense or better, and we could score the ball as well. So I think we shot like over 50-something, and they usually hold teams to 30-something as field goals. So, I mean, that just showed the offensive part and how we executed the game plan. But it's just being ready. That's the biggest thing. And this game has definitely, I feel like, helped us get ready for Tuesday. And like Coach said, tomorrow's going to be more mental prep, and that's the biggest thing. A lot of us played a lot of minutes. So we just need to get treated and be locked in. Everybody needs to watch film on KU, and we gotta stop Azubuike. And I felt like we did a really good job of the two big guys down there, Culver and Oscar, and hopefully we do a better job on Azubuike, and that really helps us out because he's shooting like 70-something from the field. He's leading the nation. So.
Cardi, what kind of impact did DaJuan make tonight, and how can that maybe propel him forward?
Oh, for sure. He made a huge impact. I think he had 13 in the first half. So, I mean, scoring the ball well, 4 steals. huge steals we needed on ball. I think he stole the ball one time from Haley, and Haley didn't play the rest of the game, I think, or not a lot. And he's one of their key players. So, I think he just made them real frustrated and got Coach Huggins frustrated at them, and that really helped us out too as well. But he's always been active every game. If you go look back at it, he always working hard and getting those stops, and he led the play hard chart today with 11. So that showed, and he got rewarded on the offensive end as well.
Cartier, we've had this discussion before about you being able to move off ball. How important is it to have David be the primary ball handler and play the one and allow you to slide off ball?
I think it's very important because I'm starting to see a switch defense on me. I think teams is understanding how good I am driving the ball, and me just having the ball at the top of the key. Everybody got all eyes on me, and David is a really good driver as well. Even with him not being as tall, he still gets to the basket at will. He creates. He made great passes today. 5-to-1 assist turnover ratio. I wish mine was there, but it wasn't. But he's just a great help, and he know how to pick and dissect defense. And me being in the corner, teams got to pick and choose. They're going to tag or they're going to let me open for a three. And that's honestly, I felt like when I shot my best, when I was shooting 40, my freshman year was off a catch and shoot. So he's definitely helped.
About 2 minutes left, and he dunked it. What was going through your mind in that moment?
We're up. X is on the trailer. Nobody's guarding him. Give him the ball and let him get some more points up. Just feed my guys. He's been working hard all game. He got the first 2 steals of the game. X always works hard, and I just seen a time for instead of me walking the ball up the court, everybody said, now we got to try to do something. Why not get a quick basket? And definitely X was down there, so it was really dope. And it just, I think, one of the icings on the cake on the dub, and it's just huge. Being down 0-4, it's nobody expecting us to win, especially, and we coming out with a blowout win is really huge.
Yeah, Cardi, on that note about the blowout win, did you imagine at all that a performance like this was coming from you guys, or even you surprised? You've been involved in so many close games. Were you expecting another kind of down to the wire?
Nah, I like blowout wins. And as I mentioned earlier, I told my guys in text message, if our guys get this rebounds, assists, just giving everybody kind of like roles and stuff that we should be able to do. And if we score 80 and like I said, if we score 80 and that team, West V, is known for scoring 60, that's what's supposed to happen. And I felt like that's what we did today. And it actually could have been lower. Like you said, like I said, we had the turnovers. I had the turnovers, and they brought it within, but we still came out to win, and that's all that matters. It didn't matter if we won by 1, 2, 20, but just getting a W.